Welcome back to Minecraft Bingo. This is Fetchr 5.3 by Noinizer, and it's time now for the 5 in a row bingo challenges. Let's generate a new random card for the first of the two 5 in a rows for this episode. We're trying to get bingo in a row, column, or diagonal in the quickest time possible. Looks like we've got some swamp at spawn, including mangrove swamp, and there's jungle with savanna and badlands. There's also taiga, mushrooms red and brown, and that's about it. I don't see any structures from here. Let's have a look at the card and see what we want to go for this 5 in a row. We're not going to do this slow arrow or the enchanted book. The block of iron is just too much. It's too much iron. I think the emerald is out as well, but I'll leave it for now. No wolf armor. That's too much scoots. And you would need 2 feathers for the brushes, which is a little bit unreliable. We could do the mushroom stew. Actually, I do like this row here, except for the rabbit hide. Rabbit hide's going to be a little bit difficult to get, unless we have some rabbit biomes, which I don't really see, because we don't have desert. There could be desert on the other side of the Badlands, but I can't see that from here, so I don't know. I don't know for sure if the rabbit hide is going to be possible. Otherwise, that row is decent. What about this row here? Too much iron, I think. No lodestone compass. No repeater. No cherry grove. Yeah, so we already know that's out. It's got to be that row, the second from the top. So we need 3 sand for the glass bottle. We need 4 logs for the smoker. Mushrooms red and brown for the stew. We'll go down for the tough block last, but before that we need a rabbit hide. So we're going to have to go rabbit hunting. Mushrooms we can get over there after we've made our tools. We do need at least 1 furnace. And then we can recycle it for the smoker. All right, let's get started with the challenge and see how quickly we can get these 5 items for bingo. Where was the... I'm all turned around now. It doesn't matter. Let's just get started with tools first. And we'll figure out where those mushrooms went. I don't think they're too far away. All we need is red and brown, no flour. We should pick up a dandelion for rabbit hunting. The rabbit hide can be quite unreliable, so we may have to find more than 1 rabbit, but if we get very lucky, maybe only 1 will be enough. All right, where do we get some stone around here? I've got the wood, so we can make the crafting table and the sticks, and then we just need to find some stones somewhere. Where's my mushrooms? I'm going the right way, aren't I? I believe so, because this is roof forest, which means, there we go, red mushroom. Lily of the Valley, I don't need. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I don't need it. I should have got my tools first before I went around punching mushrooms. But anyways, we got red. And now I just need to find brown somewhere, which should be pretty easy to do in the taiga, I think. Is there... Okay, there we go. Brown mushroom. Very nice. And where can I get some stone? I still have some tools to make. Let's just start here. I'm sure there's stone back here somewhere. Yeah, right there. All right, let's make a pick. And then while we're in our inventory here, let's go ahead and make that boat. And we'll make the doors as well. All right, give me stone right here. I need all the tools and 1 furnace. So that's 13? I think it's 13 that I need, but let's try to speed this up a little. We'll make the pick first, which I usually don't do, but I think it is the fastest way technically. It's a little bit more crafting table interface, but you do get the stone a little bit quicker. So I don't actually know if there's a trade-off there. I haven't done the math on the time. Okay, let's finish making tools. I need an axe. I need a shovel. And then we only have enough for 1 furnace, so that's all we'll make for now. And let's get out of here. Oh, wait, bowls. I need wood. Let's go ahead and get this mushroom stew off the card. How many logs do I need? I think 6 is enough. I think I got more than that. 8. Okay. We're going to make bowls. And then let's make the stew. First item on the card is done. We'll make the smoker later, but let's grab logs for it now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Birch should be a good indicator not to use that wood type. Okay, we're free to go. I need, really? Well, that's on the card. What am I looking for now? I need, oh, sand, right. I have a shovel. Okay, we'll smelt that later. I can't go down for tough yet because I need a rabbit. Where do we look for a rabbit hide? Let's try over here. We could get lucky. Otherwise, we'll have to go to a desert if there are no rabbits here. I still didn't see a dandelion to grab, so I don't have one of those. It's nice to see that there's some lush cave here. But are there any rabbits? It's a nice open area here. Plenty of sweet berries, but I don't see the bunnies. No, I don't. It's going to be really hard to chase down a bunny without a flower either. Dandelion would have been nice. Okay, another nice open area here, but no bunnies, no rabbits here. Let's keep looking. There's a couple more spots we can check. Okay, no rabbits here either. And we're almost out of places to look. I'm tempted to just go down for the... Yeah, it's a good place to go down for the tough block, but I can't go without the rabbit hide. Alright, let's keep looking. Keep looking for bunnies. There's a big open area here. And here. There's a ruined portal. Does that change anything? I don't think so. There's a village. Does that change anything? No, and there's just no bunnies here either. I think we really just need a desert. And we're headed in the right direction. There's no rabbits here either, right? I don't see any. We've got foxes. We've got cows. But no bunnies, I think. Is that a bunny? No. Okay, more cows over there. Let's check this, actually, to see if there's a rabbit here, and then I think we should head to the nearest desert if we can't find any rabbits here. This is taking a little bit... Okay, there we go. Are you a child? You're the adult, but I don't have a flower, so I have to chase you down like a pleb. Yep, that's hard to do. I got one hit. Can I get another? Hey, we got the rabbit hide. Okay, that was extremely lucky. And with the rabbit hide done, I do believe that means we can go underground. So let's just look for a good place to go down and grab a tough block. How low does this go? Not quite low enough. Alright, if this doesn't go down any lower, we can just dig. I was hoping for something that went a little bit lower. How low does this go? No, it looks like we're just not going to get it. Alright, so we're just going to dig down. I don't have any food, so I can't recover my health. I know I took a little bit of damage on the magma block. I'm going to smelt the sand. Is there any way to speed that up? I need to smelt the sand. Let's get a little bit lower first. I might stop. I might stop and set the furnace up. Maybe here? There's no cave here, right? 7 minutes. We need to hurry, but we're so close. I just need that tough block. Okay, let's set up. Oh, that's tough right there. Okay, mine the block. Set up the furnace. Put this in, and then where's my crafting table? Crafting table up. We're almost done. Make a smoker. Oh, I have to make the furnace first. There we go. And then make the smoker. And then we'll make the glass bottle and we'll be done. Smoker. I can't, yeah, there's no point to split this anymore. We're so close though. One item left. How are we doing for time? Are we gonna get sub 8 or are we cooked? I hear a cave nearby. Our time was 8 minutes and 4 seconds plus 97. I do hear a cave somewhere. I don't know where it is. Probably right under me. So we didn't get a sub 8 there, but 8 minutes is a decent time, especially since we had to come all the way down for that tough block. We got extremely lucky with the rabbit hide. There doesn't seem to be anything under here. Let's just go back to the lobby and start another challenge. Let's generate a new random card for the second of the 2 5-in-a-row bingo challenges for this episode. We're trying to get bingo in a row, column, or diagonal in the quickest time possible. We'll have a look at the card in just a moment. It looks like we've got a desert. We've got savanna, mangrove swamp, and jungle. There's even taiga. It's a nice spawn point, but I don't see any structures yet. No villages, no shipwrecks. There's an ocean monument there, but that's not useful at all. In fact, we want to avoid that area at all costs. Let's take a look at the card then and see what we want to go for. What do we have? No TNT, thank you very much. And I think snow layer is out, right? It's an easy item. I'll leave it on the card. We probably wouldn't even need to go that far. No pumpkin pie, no fermented spider eye. No string, which means light blue bundle is out. I don't want to do redstone. No cherry grove nearby. I think this is pale moss carpet, so we can't do that, obviously, with no pale garden nearby. Yeah, there's no pale garden here. This is also redstone. What does that leave us with? And then these are obviously redstone here. We've got the diagonal that we can go for. All the other rows and columns are out, unless we want to throw redstone back in the mix, which I don't really want to do. All right, let's take a look at this diagonal then. It would require 1 kelp. It looks like we would need 5 iron for the hopper. And then we need some dye. We need ink sac, white dye, and red and blue for the purple dye, plus 3 iron and a cow for the milk bucket. Are there any cows? Well, not that way. Probably not in the desert. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find a cow here. Our best chance is to look here in this little foresty area, but I don't see cows there anyway, so we might have to travel to find a cow to milk. And then we can find iron along the way, but I think that's still what we need to go for. The total iron count was 8, and we need to grab kelp and flowers. Yeah, so the spawn point is not great for the diagonal that we're trying to go for, but I do think that these are the easiest. We're going to get the kelp and the ink sac first, and then look for iron. And then we'll worry about the flowers. I still don't know how we're going to get white dye, but maybe we can find some lily of the valley or a skeleton for a bone. Or we can compost maybe to get the white dye. In any case, we need to get started with this 5 in a row and see how quickly we can get bingo. There are no trees near me, so I'm going to have to go this way. I guess we'll just go to the jungle. Is there kelp on the way over? I don't see kelp here. I don't see iron either. But we do have some trees here in the jungle. Alright, I guess this is where we're going to set up for wood and tools. And then, like I said, we'll do kelp and ink sac first. Once those are done, it's the flowers that were... Oh, the iron, right? The iron. Okay. At least we have a plan. I do not know where to find the cow. Just like I don't know where we're going to get... Oh, that's interesting that there was clay under there. Just like I don't know where we're going to get white dye. But we'll worry about that later. Alright, tools. I need tools. Let's just go down here. And hopefully there's some stone. Yes, there is. Okay, make a pick. And I guess now is as good a time as any to make a boat and some doors. I can hear the ocean monument, but I don't think we're close enough to get mining fatigue. So I'm not too worried about it. I hope we're not close enough, but we don't want to stay in this area. Mining fatigue would be really bad, especially right now. Okay, let's make some tools. Let's make a pick. And let's make a shovel. And I need to pick this up over here so that we can make an axe. All right, how many furnaces? I probably want 2 furnaces. So let's try to grab 16 cobblestone. And then I need wood. I need wood so that we can make a chest. In fact, we should make the chest right away. And there was no iron here, sadly. Oh, we have enough wood for a chest. All right, let's make it. And then make furnaces. Let's make 2. And then we need to get out of here. But I also do still need more wood. Where did that tree go? Any tree is fine. Just give me wood that I can use for smelting iron. I don't need much, though. Yeah, 6 logs should be enough. All right, ink sac and kelp. Where do I go for that? I see kelp over here. I do not see... Okay, there's squid right under me. Okay, give me... Oh, I passed right by him. I phased right through him. I knew that was going to happen. Can I catch up? All right, there's an ink sac for the gray dye, and then the kelp is there. I only need 1 kelp, but then we need to look for iron, and I still don't see a good place to look to get the iron. Let's see, grab kelp. Grab kelp, I said. It all went up to the surface, okay. That's fine. Okay, where can I get some iron? Let's check over here. I need quite a bit of iron. I just don't see anything that goes low enough. And with all the sand covering the stone in this area, it's going to be hard to see iron here. Yeah, it's not a great place for iron. All right, let's go over here. I see flowers. I want to see if we can at least get the red, blue, and... Is it just red and blue? Yeah, red and blue. That's what we need. Unless there's white. There's a cow over here too for milk, but we don't have our iron yet. Let's just grab flowers first. Okay, there's blue, and I don't see red here. There's one. All right, so we can make purple dye. Let's do that. And then we can get this kelp smelted. And it's about all I can do, unless I can just get some iron near here. How low does this go? I could just dig down for iron. There's a little thing over here we can look at. All right, let's hope that there's some iron down here. There is. Okay, let's grab this. It's a little bit easier. We might actually need to get both, because I don't think this is going to be enough. Total iron count, once again, was 8, and this is 3. Okay, and then let's grab this one, and then there was 2 more that I can grab. That guy's in my way. Where was the iron I saw? Yeah, there it is. Right next to the drown, of course. Put a door on it. I'm gonna drown, so I need to get in the door. I think he can't see me, which is great. Is this enough iron? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Oh, you need to get out of there. Crazy drown. They're really making my life a little bit harder than it needs to be. Okay, we got all of our iron done. Let's get out of here. I hope I don't need any more stone. All right, back over here. We need to smelt the iron, make a bucket, and we're almost done. except for the white dye. I still need to figure that out. Maybe we should just make a composter. Okay, give me the kelp. Let's split this iron. Put 5 in there and 4 in here. That should be enough wood. I've already made... let's see. So if we're making a composter, we need some slabs. And I think that is what we're doing. And what can I compost? I guess we can go grab some more kelp. I only have 1. That's not going to be enough. More kelp. Yes, there's kelp out there we can grab. And then we'll compost it for the white dye. There's kelp here. I don't think that we should have to go all the way out there just to find some kelp. Alright, break all this from the bottom. I need like a stack of this stuff. It'll eventually float up to the surface. Let's boat through it. Okay, that's almost a stack of kelp. That should be enough for at least 1 bone meal. I think it will be. How are we doing for time? 7 minutes. The time to beat is 8 minutes and 4 seconds, I think. Okay, let's get to our furnaces. Let's try to get the dye first. Because it looks like at least one of the furnaces is still going. I bet the iron's done though. Okay, there we go. We got the ink sac for black dye. We turn the bone meal into white dye and make gray. Let's pull out the iron now. We need to make a hopper, and then we need to make a bucket and grab milk, and I think we're done. Milk bucket. That's the last thing that we need, right? Oh, we did it! 7 minutes, 55 seconds. Plus 63, we beat our time for the first 5 in a row. That's pretty good. We got a sub 8 minute run there. Not bad at all. Makes for kind of a short episode, actually. But I'm good with it. Let's go back to the lobby. That was pretty exciting. But that is going to be it for this episode of Minecraft Bingo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.